I am Colben Mogakane. I'm from Akonuk in Welang village.
How long have you been working at Jabulani, and then also how long have you been working with elephants?
Working with the elephant, I started in 2004 normally, right here in Jabulani. And then early 2006, I left to Port Elizabeth. And then I get back here in 2012 from Port Elizabeth. So completely I can say I'm almost 14 years working with elephants.
While you've been working, with the elephants here, and then you left, how did they change? The elephants' personalities. Did they change? Do elephants change over these years?
Yeah, as they grow up, yeah, I think so. I think they do change because if you look at the Jabulani, his behavior from previously is not the same as now. You can see that somewhere somehow he's showing a little bit of growing up, unlike at that teenage age. Whenever maybe a car can just pass by, he will just follow the sound of the car. But nowadays, he doesn't usually do such a thing. So it shows that somewhere somehow he's growing up. So that's what I've noticed through Jabulani in terms of growing up.
And what, Kanesa, how did you, what do you think about Kanesa?
The way I see it, she's a very strong elephant. And then, yeah, she's good. She's got a good character, you see. So as a baby, yeah, babies, they're always so playful. So when time goes on, I think we're gonna see, how he behave in terms of his growing up.
And what does she mean to you? I mean, we've been through lockdown and all of that.
She means a lot to me because, overall I love the elephant. They are the most animal that I've experienced a lot from them. And then to my experience, she's a very sweet elephant where everybody can love to be around.
What did you learn from elephants and nature, being out there in the bush, for many hours with the elephants and in the bush? What do you learn from nature and elephants?
Nature is something that it prefers, to be listened, talked, and then also taste where if it is necessary. So in nature you learn a lot, more especially where there's elephant involved, because in terms of social living, you can see how best they are. They are always there for each other. They are always protect each other. Wherever they are, if maybe there's a dangerous call, you can always see them running where the calls come from. So you can see that if there's any problem or maybe assistance which is needed at that present moment, they are always there to do so. So it doesn't happen only to them, even to us, as we've been with them. Whenever maybe we come across, or maybe the lions, at some point, elephant, they can sense if maybe there's a danger around. So by then, they can come to the rescue.
And how did now that you're mentioning that, in the beginning, the elephants didn't grow up, with wild, not all of them, grown up with wild animals around them. But now how do they behave if they see other elephants and rhinos and lions, the big five? How do they react?
That will depend with the situation. If maybe it's been caught off guard, it might react in a way of being of showing aggression. But if it has been caught, in a good time, it react in a normal way of seeing maybe another elephant. But if it is maybe a rhino, and then they do sometimes understand that it might be a threat to them. So they will turn in a way of showing that aggression, of chasing them on their way. But within them, meeting other elephant, it will be that the rambling talk of meeting each other, greeting each other, and then if the bulls are clashed, and then it happens in that way. But we haven't experienced such thing. So our head can mix up with the elephant, with the wild elephant, and then we do manage also to get them off the wild elephant.
Colben, then which elephant in the herd do you like the most, associate the most?
In fact, all of them are all my friend. I can't specifically choose, the elephant which I socialize with them, because that happened to all of them. I socialize with all of them. So it's only here and then where you find that Jabulani, since he likes to be around more people, he sometimes comes close to me and then do some round, and then so Khanyisa does something like that, and so Kanesa, and also Zimbabwe. Yes.
Okay. There's not an elephant that you're afraid of.
Elephants are very intimidating animals. Yes. So, in terms of fear, there's some reason, for everybody to have that kind of fear, because it's a very big animal. But so far, to my side, they are very good to me. I can't specify the elephant that gives me a trouble.
I think it's actually not only, thinking about them as fear, but to have respect.
Yeah, respect, it comes in a way of how you treat the animal. Yes, because, at first, you need to socialize with them. Make sure that, they trust. After that trust, then that is where you can see that, where life, it takes you from there concerning what we are doing.
But some stories, that you can specifically tell about the elephants, that you'll remember. Paul, way back, he had this story always about Jabulani, who had youre in his foot, and how Paul took it out. And then one day he had a thorn in his foot, Paul, in his shoe. And then Jabulani came, and just that story. You've got stories like that with the elephants?
Yeah, you see, with elephant, there's a lot you can tell. There's a lot that you can tell about the elephant, because elephants are very, very intelligent animals at first. So, in terms of using some of the tools, it's quite interesting, because whenever sometimes it's itchy under the belly where he can't reach with the trunk, you can see them picking a stick, just to scratch themselves where, it is itchy. So you can see that, these are very, very interesting animals to observe within their lifestyle.
Yeah, because they find a way. That trunk as well, eh?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting thing. They get to places where you don't think they can get.
Yes.
Well, it's not like people will say, do this, but that trunk goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And you'll find a way. What makes elephants amazing? You said the intelligence, eh?
Yeah.
Anything else?
With their living, elephant, I think they're just amazing animals to watch. You see, you can watch them wherever you like to watch them. Outside, inside the water, they are magnificent animals. So, yeah, they play a very, very important role within the environment, where you find that, a lot of animals, do survive after them. So you can mention a lot, that elephant do within their natural environment.
How can we tell more people in the community about what you do?
Yeah, it's quite unbelievable, like when I tell people that, I'm working with elephant, because, it's something which is not familiar. So every time I tell people, that I work with the elephant, they will tell me that, I'm superstitious. So I'm supernatural, something like that. But, it is not how it is. you know, it's about, you know, commitment on what you are doing, and then a love of what you are doing. I think that's what counts most.
Because there's a lot of long hours that you put in, you know, which money can't buy. You can't buy what you learn from the elephants with any book, you know. There's no degree in what you do. It's experience. It's hours and hours spending with them. And it's actually you don't only have a job, you've got a career, you know, with elephants, which you never thought.
Yeah. Yes.
So things changed. And I think from a boy you'd never have thought this is what you're going to do one day.
Yes, because, you know, the thought of doing this, you know, is something very, very, very amazing. It's something very, very amazing, you know, where you can hardly explain, you know, or maybe express your feeling concerning what you are doing. Because, you know, with elephant, it's not about just working with them. You know, there's more, you know, working with them. So you get to know each other in a very good manner or in a very bad manner. But what I can tell you is that elephant, they will always be elephant.